Everyone, welcome back to A Vintage Vanity and our new series. I am super excited about this yet untitled series. So if you have any ideas for what this should be called, please let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite costumes and or fashions from a classic film. Here's the thing, I had to start it out with this movie even though some might say it's cliche or expected or overdone, but I don't care because Audrey Hepburn has been a personal style icon of mine for years, and not just style, life, everything. I love Audrey and I know that I am not alone. So I'm starting with 1954 Sabrina, starring Audrey Hepburn, William Holden, and Humphrey Bogart. And for those of you who have not seen the movie, Audrey stars as the chauffeur's daughter who is madly and passionately and quite unrequitedly in love with the playboy younger son of her father's employer. And of course, trying to help mend that broken heart of hers, her father sends her off to Paris to learn how to cook, even though it doesn't seem like she wants to cook. And of course, she returns home a couple years later, all after she had learned her Parisian lessons and styled herself up. And all of a sudden, not only does she have the attention of the younger son, but also the older one as well. We, my friends, are here for the top 5 favorite outfits from this film. Even though this was only the second leading lady role Audrey had starred in, the smash success of Roman Holiday and her subsequent Oscar award actually allowed her to have a little bit more room with her demands when it came to Sabrina. Edith Head, who we absolutely adore, was the official costume designer for the film, but Audrey really wanted to have a real Paris dress to wear in the film, and also she knew what looked good on her. In fact, she had collaborated quite a bit with Edith Head during Roman Holiday for tweaks in the outfits and costumes there. Now, Edith was a little chagrined at not really being able to supply and design the Paris outfits of this film, but she couldn't stay mad at Audrey for long. Rumor has it that Audrey didn't quite know what Parisian designer to work with, so she went and asked director Billy Wilder's wife for some advice, and she recommended Balenciaga. Now, when Audrey went to go meet with him, he didn't have time to see her, so he actually sent her to see his young protege, Hubert de Givenchy. Oh no, it's so fun to say. Probably even better to wear though, right? This will actually mark the beginning of a lifelong friendship between Audrey and Hubert. This relationship will not only make Givenchy a household name, but it will also help to cement Audrey's style icon status. It may or may not surprise you that coming in at number 5 is the very first outfit we see Sabrina in, and that is that simple printed cotton dress. There's a couple reasons why this dress makes the list. From a character standpoint, it really sets the stage for the pre-Paris Sabrina. See how easily overlooked she is in such a simple and dowdy dress? They go so far as to put a long sleeve top underneath it to further kind of cover everything up about Sabrina and make her like camouflage into the background so she's not noticed as a love interest for either of the characters. Really looking at the dress, it is a great cotton day dress that is in a cut that is flattering to everybody. The simple cut of the dress is what makes this so universally flattering. It is a sleeveless dress featuring a boat-line neckline or betto and a full circle skirt. What's that? You're right. It is almost exactly like what I'm wearing right now. This is actually one of the very first vintage reproduction pieces that found its way into my closet, and it is the Heart of Hope Monique dress, and I will leave a link in the description box below. Coming in at number 4 is the outfit Sabrina wears on her boating date with Linus. This, along with the dress we already discussed, are some of the few costumes that were designed for Audrey by Edith Head in this film, but oh, there's some gossip coming, which we'll talk about a little bit later. This outfit to me personifies the Audrey effect. You put her in something casual and you get this. I mean, that. Come on. How fabulous, right? We are going to make a couple guesses as to the colors in this outfit. Edith Head did design it, and we do know that Edith did not like using black or white when working in black and white film because of the way it translated onto the film. So more than likely, the shorts were a cream or off-white color. I love the simplicity of these shorts. They are a flat front with just a simple seam running down the front, and they are full pockets on these shorts because clothes are just better with pockets. I mean, it's a given, right? It looks as though the shorts have been worn with a pair of slip-on wedge espadrilles, probably in a tan color. Let's be honest with ourselves though, this outfit is all about the top. Am I right? The genius in this boyfriend shirt is simply that it is left open and styled as a wrap top. The wrapping effect serves to cinch in the waist and give a more feminine silhouette. Number 3 is the first of our Givenchy masterpieces, and that is the double-breasted wool suit. In this film, the suit is literally a car stopper. David Larrabee sees this mysterious woman, this alluring, sophisticated, sexy, mysterious woman, and he's got to know who she is, so he stops the car, reverses to find out exactly who it is, and little does he know, he's in for a bit of a surprise there. And honestly, this epitomizes Sabrina's return, her change, her transformation, and quite honestly, when we have those moments, you know, where we put on our best because we want to stop somebody in their tracks, it's kind of this moment right here that we all kind of like dream about that moment, and this suit does not fail. I mean, my God, it is amazing. And it's a suit, right? A suit shouldn't make you feel this way, should it? But his Givenchy was brilliant, an absolute genius, just by removing the simple removal of a collar on the suit, allowing you to kind of see this delicate collarbone area, and the use of the double-breasted suit with the 7 buttons going down, and the one right up here, again, drawing a little bit of attention to just that delicate neckline. And if you're ever wondering what the difference between a single and a double-breasted suit is, a single-breasted suit will have 1 to 3 buttons, and a double-breasted will have anywhere from 4 to 8. There's also sometimes a slight difference in the collar. Double-breasted seem the collar, the wings, the lapels are a little bit longer a lot of times than in single-breasted suits. What really does it for me is that cinched in waist. It really gives a great curve to the form, and Audrey wasn't known for being like a really curvaceous woman, but this suit just makes her look like she has curves for days. Now, I did find in my research that people have referred to this being a peplum top, but I'm going to go with it being a cinched waist because peplums in general are a separate piece of material that have been sewn onto the top. And this top is actually one piece of material, and it is just really, really well tailored to cinch that waist in and go right on over those hips. And never underestimate the sexiness of a well-made ankle-length skirt. One thing about this ensemble we cannot overlook is the accessories. Minimal as they were, they certainly added to the sophistication of the suit, from the simple pumps on her feet to the delicate earrings dangling from her ears. But let's not forget the crown, the piece de resistance, the thing that sat on her head. Oh my God, it was glorious. I loved it, right? Goes so well with the haircut. She had that little, because, you know, any transformation, you need a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So she leaves with a fake ponytail. Oop. She leaves with a ponytail and comes back with that cute little Gaiman pixie look, and that little faux turban on her head just completed the entire ensemble, and I love it to pieces. Coming in at number 2 is the dress that changed necklines around the world. That little black dress she wore on her date with Linus. This little black dress, designed by Givenchy, was really a collaboration between him and Audrey. He had modified the original dress to meet some specific requests that she had. One that it had a bare shoulder and a higher neckline to hide her collarbones. And what happened when they did this collaboration together? It changed necklines around the world. This higher than normal boat neck would actually become known as the Sabrina neckline. Becoming so popular, it's still showing up on dresses today. This dress features delicate bows at the shoulders, which I think adds a little bit of whimsy to the dress, which pairs really well with the bejeweled tricorn hat that she has going on up there. I'm not really sure sometimes how I feel about that. Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's fun and whimsical and it's great because it looks like kitty cat ears, but there's other times that I'm just like, I don't know how I feel. This dress also really accentuates how tiny Audrey's waist was, with that really fitted bodice which flared out to this gorgeous, just below the knee-length skirt with all that gorgeous volume to it. Absolutely stunning. But the kicker to this dress, the thing that really makes you fall in love with it, is when that girl turns around. Just that deep V in the back of the dress. It's gorgeous. And the buttons that they used at the waist of this dress, where you can just see a little bit of gap of skin in it, is just perfect little touches. This is a great example how like the smallest little subtle change in a dress can really, really make it a home run. Later on in life, while doing book signings, Edith will actually draw sketches of this dress and sign her name. And it is only after Edith Head's death that Givenchy will go on record confirming that this was indeed his original design. Coming in at number 1 is, of course, the iconic white organdy ball gown. I love this gown. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I love this so much. I love the entire moment. Her little Cinderella moment where she walks in and it's like the whole crowd stops and looks at her because, come on, everything about this gown. I love the train on it. I love the movement. I love the fullness. But, I mean, it's the thing. It's like everything you want in a gown all wrapped up in one without being overdone in any way, shape, or form. Organdy is the sheerest cotton that you will find. You can find it in a crisper version or one that is a little bit softer, but it gives that great sheerness and movement and volume, and it is fabulous. I love that this strapless gown doesn't go like this. It's a detachable train. See, I'm just tripping over my words now. So it's a detachable train. So let's not even talk about the train right now. Just the sheath gown, right? I love that it does not go all the way to the floor. I feel like if it went all the way to the floor, you would lose a little bit of the drama. You would lose the fact that it is this almost form-fitting sheath in there where you can see the curve of the hip. You would kind of lose all of that. It would seem almost too formal. It wouldn't seem as youthful and glamorous if it had gone all the way to the floor. Just that show of ankle just gives it just that little bit of a pop that just And then the detachable train. The amount of volume and lift that was on this train, and it seemed to float and to move almost as if it was a graceful extension of herself. I know, I'm like waxing poetic about a gown, but there you go. The genius of adding that black ruffle at the bottom of the train just gave it that illusion almost as if the gown itself was just floating over the ground. It was just beautifully done, and all that floral pattern that you see on the gown was all done by embroidery. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. And again, this is another like internet rabbit hole I went down into, was to find out what color the actual embroidery was. I've seen references to it being navy, and I've seen references to it being black. I do believe it was actually black, just based on the resources that I got some of the information from. And we do know that Edith Head in her department actually made duplicates of every one of the Givenchy gowns, just in case something happened during filming, because every once in a while you will see some of these gowns come up for sale and they seem slightly different, or something seems slightly off about them because they don't quite look the way that they did on film. So who's to say that could be one of the duplicates being made? I don't know. But that is my top 5 from Sabrina. I hope you guys really enjoyed this new series, and of course I want to hear from you. So go ahead in the comment section below. Let me know, what was your favorite outfit from Sabrina? It doesn't even have to be Audrey's. It could be somebody else's, because that was the hardest part. Is I wanted to include some of the other characters, but then it would have been a top like 8 and that wouldn't have worked and couldn't do that. But also let me know if there is a particular film you would like to see me do a top 5 on. Let me know in the comment section below. I would like to give a huge heart thank you to all of my Patreon supporters, because without you guys, this new series would not have happened. So thank you guys so much. And if you'd like to become a Patreon supporter, go ahead and check out the link in the description box below. And of course, if you like this new series, if you like this video, go ahead and slam that thumbs up like button and share it. Go ahead, let other, spread the vintage vanity like a disease, a fabulous video-ness. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.